Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Wow, by now I'm sure that some of y'all should already know the information that Shericka Jackson has withdrawn from her upcoming fixture April the 27th in Shanghai slash Suzhou, China next weekend. So that's the 27th of April. She was slated to open up again because, she's been slated to open up quite a few times and she has withdrawn. And this time around, she has withdrawn yet again. However, this time it's a Diamond League, April the 27th. At this particular point, track is the whole Jamaica is scrambling, trying to figure out what is going on in terms of Shericka Jackson. Is Shericka Jackson okay? Is she injured? Something has to be wrong. Based on what is happening right now when you take a look at Shericka Jackson and her schedule for dates and just withdrawing out of the blue just like that time and time and time again, right? So interesting though track is I do recognize that quite a few people may have the opinion or the view that Shericka Jackson may be injured, right? Or maybe recovering from something, or maybe just not 100%. I don't really have that view because I remember Shericka Jackson earlier on in the season doing an article saying that what, she's great. As a matter of fact, the times that they're clocking in training is making her, so happy, and she's excited to go on track and show, what she, has been doing in training, and she's expecting a fabulous year this season. So going off that, unless some of y'all are thinking that Shericka Jackson is lying, that she is, doing phenomenal times in training, and this started right around the time when she, withdrew from her first event, and we're talking about from, indoors, right? So with that said, taking into consideration when this article was done, plus when she pulled out of her first event, again wasn't giving me the vibe that she was injured, and as I said, it's still not giving me the vibe that she's injured. Now there's something very interesting that I find with Shericka Jackson pulling out of these most recent events. Now she did pull out of Miramar as well. I believe she was down to compete over the 200 meters, but there's something that I realized as well. No, Shakir Richardson was also down to compete at Miramar as well, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I do believe that Shakir Richardson was also slated to run the 200 meters. I believe she was slated to do both the 100 meters and the 200 meters. And I said from back then, when I noticed Shakir Richardson's schedule this season, I was looking at it and I thought to myself, hold up, Shakir Richardson looks like she's intent on correcting a few things over the 200 meters this season. She seems to definitely be targeting running more 200s to fix that. And I even went as far as saying Shakir Richardson may mess around and find herself winning the double at the USA Championships based on how I see her schedule set up and the events that she's targeting. Again, the 200 meters. She's pretty strong over the 100 meters as it stands right now. And we all know she's phenomenal over the two with not much work going in. Now, if she was supposed to really target that 200 meters, what would Shakir Richardson be able to do? So in my opinion, she was going to be messing around as far as I'm concerned, but it's not really messing around. But you know what I mean when I say mess around, right? And win a double at the USA Championships. But yeah, that was the vibe I'm definitely getting. So now we have Shericka Jackson slated for April the 27th in Suzhou slash, Shanghai, China, and she withdraws. But also slated to run in this meet was the one and only, also Shakir Richardson over the same 200-meter distance. Now, Chakis, call me crazy or not, but I believe that Stephen Francis has learned a very, very valuable lesson from last season. And the lesson is that run with Shakiri so much. Give her all that confidence. Allow her to beat you over and over and over again, and figure out how to beat you and see how well you will be able to beat her heading into what will be a championships. Now, here we have Shakir Richardson looking like, to me, she's targeting the 200 meters, as I said. Who is the perfect person to run against? Who is the perfect person to, test your mettle against? The greatest right now, which is Shericka Jackson, 21.41 seconds. It doesn't get any better than that in present day, right? But Stephen Francis is like, not so fast. We already helped you last year to get all that confidence by beating us over and over and over and over again. And you went on to walk away with a world title over the 100 meters. You think, say, me, I go do that again this season? One of the things that me I go uno the opportunity to run against me and beat me this season as well. No, 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 no. Not my athlete. You're not going to be training against Shericka Jackson and testing your mettle against Shericka Jackson. Go on, go run against anybody else, right? Go on, go get stronger over your 200 meters, but you're not going to be doing it, against a Shericka Jackson. Now, Chucky's call me crazy, but I think that is what is happening. So again, some more of the what you consider some more dodging, but it's tactical dodging, in my opinion. Now, the reason why I feel so strongly about it is because I remember back in 2000 and I want to say 21, maybe 22, right? I was saying in a video, now some of y'all can go back and watch, I hope the video is still there, where I was saying Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will not run against Elaine Thompson-Herah again, because when Elaine runs against Shelly, Elaine has this thing where she figures out how to defeat, well, it's not just a Elaine thing, but just in general, athletes will be able to figure out how to defeat you. And what I noticed at that particular moment was it seemed as though Elaine had Shelly's number. And I said to myself, if me can figure out, say, Elaine have Shelly number, it not gonna take long for Shelly, or I don't think Shelly and her camp don't see say Elaine have our number. And Chucky so said, so done. Shelly has not given Elaine Thompson-Herah the opportunity since then to run against her. And that is very smart because, again, Elaine Thompson at the time was, our hero at the time was one of the greatest athletes. Well, she still is, but in terms of times, in recent times, she hasn't been as fast, but they definitely Shelly's biggest competition back then. Why would I be consistently running against you when I know that me running against you is going to assist you to be, even better than you currently are? Now, I talked about as well, how Elaine was running that 10.54. I believe that she ran that 10.54 because she was hell bent on showing the world that it wasn't a buck ups that she defeated, Shelly in Tokyo, right? And that's why that 10.54 came out so crazy and wild. And we saw for the whole season where it didn't matter. I believe there was only one race where Shelly did chump her, but it seemed as though it didn't matter. Whatever start Elaine Thompson-Herah got, she was able to hunt down a Shelly. So I said, going forward, you're not going to be seeing Shelly run against Elaine, and so said, so done. So my opinion is MVP has learned their lesson. Stephen Francis has learned their lesson from last year, and they're not going to give Shakir Richardson the opportunity to get better off the back of Shericka Jackson. Figure out how to defeat me, and who knows, maybe Shakir Richardson turns up at the World Championships and pulls out a wild one in that 200 meters and does something crazy. We are not going to let that happen. So Chuck is that is my opinion as it relates to why Shericka Jackson has been pulling out of these most recent meets. I do not believe that there's anything wrong with her, because again, going back to news that was coming out of the camp, everything was fine. Times that were running in the training were impressive. So I do not believe, and she was pulling out from back when she was saying that. So I don't believe that there's anything wrong. I believe that it's tactical, and I believe that Stephen Francis wisely has learned his lesson, because Shakir Richardson, best believe it, this season is not only coming in the 100 meters, but she's also coming in the 200 meters. So look out for her. And we are not going to be helping you, no way, shape, or form. And we can't be mad at that. We definitely can't be mad at that, because we saw what happened last year. Race after race, meet after meet, we saw her defeat Shericka, over and over and over again, until, guess what? My girl had what you'd consider Shericka's number and walked away with the win at the World Championships, leaving Jamaica dumbfounded. Will we allow that again? I certainly think not, especially over the 200 meters. Oh, hell no. If Shakiri wants to go run that 200 meters and get better, sure, no problem. Go do it. But I will not be in the race. That's just my view, Chakis. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So not Shakiri, sorry. So Shericka pulls out of the 200 meters slated for next weekend, the 27th of April. What do you think? Do you think she's hurt, or do you think it's strategic? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.